Morning, welcome to the vlog. Super early. Got about just about 5 o'clock. I've been up for a little bit, just kind of get ready. Gonna make a good old-fashioned breakfast. Eggs and hash browns, I know that'll won't upset my stomach. It's race day. So the race starts at 6:30. So the race starts at 6:30. So I plan to be there about a half hour early. I've already registered. I got my pre-packet yesterday. So I think a half hour is plenty enough time to be there. I leave my house about 45 minutes before the race. So I've got a good 45 minutes just to relax, let my food settle, get things packed. A little bit nervous, my stomach's a little bit jittery. 60 miles isn't very far, but usually I'll stop halfway through just to get some water or whatever. It'll be fairly cool out today, so I'm not sure how much water I'll need, but I'd really like to go all the way through without stopping, so I'll have 2 water bottles. So we'll see. I might have to stop once. So they have the start line set up in groups, so it's platinum, gold, and silver, and it's based on your expected finish time. So I'm hoping to finish as close to 3 hours as possible, but to do that, hopefully I'll be able to find a group that I can just tag along with most of the way, and even if I end up switching like group to group if I start off too fast or too, if I start off too fast, then I can just keep dropping back until I find the next group. But I don't want to start too slow, because then I won't have anybody to catch up with, right? So if I start off really slow and with a group, and I'm thinking, well, I'll never make my time, I have to go solo, and that would be terrible. So I set up all my gear yesterday, so I'm pretty much ready. Bike set up with the GoPro. Got my race number up front, my cheapo computer. We'll throw on 2 water bottles. So I just top these guys off. And I'm going to be using Nun Energy. I don't use these too often, but bloop. Put 1 in each bottle. And then I've got some goos that I'll be throwing in my jersey pockets. And then I'm going to take my shoes and my helmet in my bag, bring a change of clothes, and then this way I can walk around a little bit easier. And once it's time for the start, I'll throw in my shoes. So you don't need too much. Got my saddle bag. I've got 2 CO2 cartridges, 2 inner tubes, some tire levers, a multi-tool. And then I'm still taking my frame pump. You never know. But yeah, just using the nerves before the race starts. See if I wanting to change out into my kit. Just make sure I don't have any last minute jitters to get out. Whew. Bring it on. Back in the car, throw the bike in here. Still got a couple more minutes, so I'm gonna rest up. Whew, get kitted up. It's a little bit chilly out. It's gonna warm up, so I don't want to wear a jacket, but the worst part of the race is finding parking. Oh, it is windy. It is windy. Ah, worst nightmare. It is windy. Everybody's getting their gear together. Woo! Getting nervous. It'll be good, it'll be good. So the start is just about back there. I see a bunch of people on bikes. I expected a lot more people. I looked at the roster for last year and some 1,000 people did the 60 mile, the 100 kilometer race. But I don't see it, so. There's a ton of people behind me though getting ready. Try to get as close as you can, but they've got this little area cordoned off, so
keep it safe. All right, let's get to the races. We're not too far away. I'm about 10 minutes before start time. Woo! Let's get going.
With the national anthem. Before I do that, hey, you guys down there, need the official time right now? We got 6:22 right now. We have 8 minutes, so we have plenty of time. So in doing all
start time in 8 minutes. Let's find a spot.
We ask you to remember all those service people.
Just crossed the finish line, 2 hours and 45 minutes for 61 miles. So we averaged about 22 miles per hour, so that's pretty sick. I was very fortunate and found a good group, and I don't think too many people finished in front of us, so we'll see how our group did. They were super fast. My goal was 3 hours, so we beat that by 15 minutes, so I'm super excited. Huge event. Tons of people rolling through. I'm gonna top off with some water and a banana real quick. I'm gonna stick around for a little while, but I want to get home, get the proper food in me. Whew. Oh, sick. Getting a little stiff, just watching the finishers. Let's go walk around.
Rebate on that. Let's give it up for Jake Henke, ladies and gentlemen. Fufanuda, Foot Jam, give it up for him. And a huge flare on the front of the box jump. He just did what Jake did on the big ramp.
So based on your finish time, you get a specific color medal. So the platinum is under 3 hours, under 3:10. And I guess there were so many finishers that ran out of medals, so they're gonna mail us a sticker, but it's the same medallion. No worries. Kind of just walking around, enjoying the weather. My bum is sore. I'm trying to get some energy before I head home. I think I'm just gonna spin it home. It's only a few miles away. And I just checked out my Strava. So if you're not following me on Strava, follow me on Strava. My average heart rate for the entire race was under 150, and then it said my max heart rate was only like 175. So I definitely gave it some hard efforts, but I was definitely conscious of not blowing up my legs, trying to spin. So I was pretty happy with that. Keeping my heart rate down, and just at the end there I gave a little bit of sprint. I passed a few people, but not too many. But you know, every second counts. Super happy with the bike. I think I just need a different seat. I've never really been happy with that one. But yeah, the shifting is right on point. Super fast on those downhills. I had to do a little bit more braking than I wanted to, just because people were trying to pedal through the downhill rather than getting aero. So I'd catch up to them and try to go around them, but they're kind of all over the road, so I had to swerve around a couple times. But super fast on the downhill and no flats. I'm glad I stuck with the gator skins. We passed probably 10, 15 people who were getting flats. One guy like slammed his bike on the ground. Not only did he ruin the race, he ruined his bike. Not smart. Super excited about today's result. I got my goal under 3 hours, killed it by 15 minutes. We'll look online to see what the actual finish time was. They said it takes about 45 minutes by the time you finish for it to be uploaded. So we'll check online, give it a few minutes. But obviously a lot of people must have finished in front of me because they're running out of medals. I guess I should have gotten a medal sooner, but it's just a sticker they're gonna mail you, so as long as I got the medallion. But yeah, today's was an awesome race. Had a ton of fun. I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these. The Tour de Tucson, I think, is in September timeframe. That one's gonna be killer. I think they have like a 96 mile and like 160 mile. So, whoo! Those are some big miles. We'll see. I might do the 96 mile one, 160 miles. I don't think that's really gonna be race worthy for me. I think the people doing that kind of distance are gonna be way up there. So we'll see. They're 96, or let's see, maybe they've got something closer to 50 miles. Because I still have a ton of energy left, but I found that it's not really your fitness that kind of determines your outcome, right? It's like how well of a group you can get, how big of a group you can get. So I was fortunate enough to get a really big group of like 20, 25 to 30 people, I think was like most of the way. So they were able to keep pretty high speeds, and I actually never had to pull a turn. Like, there was 2 teams in our group, so they were like pulling the whole time, so that was awesome. They definitely kept the speed up, kept the spirits up, and I think our group worked pretty well. I mean, there was a little bit of elbow bumping, a lot of stop and go. I think that was the most frustrating, is like we could not keep a consistent speed. We were consistently surging and then braking, surging and then braking. Like, no matter uphill, downhill, flats. So that was kind of frustrating, but I have plenty of energy left in the leg, so I definitely feel good about that. I'd be riding home. I'm only like 5 miles away, but my butt is so sore. And like, I was stiffening up too, so I tried to, like, when I was sitting down, I tried to stretch, lay down, stretch out my back and stuff, but oh, just waiting for the ride. Yeah, so hit me up on Facebook, follow me on Strava, check out my training. I pretty much do a daily vlog. I try to ride 5 times a week during my commute, and then on the Saturdays I try to go out for a really long training session. So, but yeah, super fun today. Check me out on Strava, follow me on Facebook. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Be safe.